Ever wonder why some kids seem so much more stubborn than others? Is it just their personality? Or could something else be at play? Raising well-behaved, happy kids is what every parent wants. But sometimes, our own habits, totally unintentional, might be making things a little harder. Today, we're going to dive deep into 8 common parenting habits that can actually encourage stubbornness in children. By understanding these, we can make small changes that lead to big improvements in our family life. First up, let's talk about discipline, or rather, the lack of it. Picture this. One day, you let your child have an extra cookie before dinner, but the next day you say no. Or maybe you threaten a timeout for a tantrum, but don't follow through. This inconsistency is a major culprit. When rules and consequences are constantly changing, kids get confused. They don't know what's expected of them, so they start testing the limits to see what they can get away with. It's not them being intentionally difficult. They're just trying to figure out where the real boundaries are. A stubborn response becomes their way of trying to establish some predictability in their world. Consistent rules create a sense of security, helping them understand what's acceptable and what's not. Next, let's look at overindulgence. It's natural to want to give our children the world, but there's a fine line between generosity and spoiling. When we shower kids with every toy they ask for or instantly give in to their every demand, we're unintentionally sending a message. Your wish is my command. This can create a sense of entitlement. They learn to expect immediate gratification. So, when they finally hear the word no, it feels like a personal injustice. Their world is rocked, and they react with resistance and stubbornness. They're not used to being denied, so they dig their heels in, believing that if they push hard enough, they'll get what they want, just like they always do. Teaching them the value of patience and that they can't have everything they want is a crucial life lesson. The third habit is a lack of routine. Kids thrive on predictability. Knowing what comes next in their day, when they eat, when they play, when they sleep, gives them a powerful sense of safety and control. Without a structured daily schedule, the world can feel chaotic and uncertain. This feeling of insecurity can manifest as stubborn behavior. They might resist getting dressed, refuse to eat, or fight bedtime, because these transitions feel random and jarring. A consistent routine helps them mentally prepare for the next activity, making them much more cooperative. It's like giving them a map for their day. They know the route and are less likely to fight you on the journey. Now, let's flip the coin and talk about authoritarian parenting. This is the because I said so style of parenting. While discipline is important, being overly strict and controlling can backfire spectacularly. When children are raised in a highly rigid environment where their opinions are never heard, and rules are absolute and unbending, they can feel suffocated. They have no outlet to express their own will or individuality. So what do? They rebel. Stubbornness becomes their form of protest, their way of carving out a little bit of control in a world where they have none. They become defiant not because they disagree with the rule itself, but because they're pushing back against the constant control. This leads directly into our 5th point: a lack of autonomy. Every person, no matter how small, has a need to feel some control over their own life. When we make every single decision for our children, from what they wear to what they play with, we strip them of this essential need. They might become stubborn as a way to assert their independence. It's their way of shouting, "I have a mind of my own." Giving them age-appropriate choices is a game changer. Ask them, "Do you want to wear the blue shirt or the red shirt? Or, do you want to read this book or that one before bed?" This simple act makes them feel respected and valued. When they feel like they have a say in their lives, they are far less likely to resist the things they actually need to do. Number 6 is inconsistent attention. Children crave connection with their parents. If they feel like they only get your attention when they're misbehaving, Guess what they're going to do more of? Misbehave. Stubbornness can be a powerful tool for getting a reaction. If a child is quietly playing, they might be ignored, but the moment they refuse to put their toys away and start a standoff, they suddenly have your full, undivided attention. Even if it's negative attention, it's still attention. They learn that being defiant is the most reliable way to get you to engage with them. Making a conscious effort to give them positive attention when they're behaving well breaks this cycle. Praise them for their cooperation, join them in their play, and just connect with them throughout the day. Let's move on to being overprotective. We all want to keep our kids safe, but sometimes we can go too far. When we shield them from every possible challenge, mistake, or disappointment, we prevent them from developing resilience and problem-solving skills. If a child isn't allowed to try things on their own, whether it's climbing a play structure or resolving a small conflict with a friend, they don't learn to trust their own abilities. This can make them fearful of new situations and resistant to change. They become stubborn about trying new things because they haven't had the chance to learn that they are capable of handling them. They cling to what's familiar and safe, and resist any push outside of their comfort zone, because you've always been their safety net. Finally, our 8th point is unintentionally using negative reinforcement. This sounds complicated, but it's something parents do all the time without realizing it. It's when we accidentally reward the very behavior we want to stop. For example, your child throws a massive tantrum at bedtime because they don't want to go to sleep. You're exhausted, you just want peace. So you give in and let them stay up for another 15 minutes. What did the child just learn? They learned that throwing a tantrum is a super effective strategy for getting what they want. Stubbornness works. The next time they don't want to do something, they'll likely use the same tactic because it was successful before. It's crucial to stand firm on your boundaries, even when it's tough, to show them that stubbornness is not a winning strategy. So there you have it, 8 habits that might be making your kids more stubborn. It's not about blame. It's about awareness. Parenting is a journey of learning and growing right alongside our children. By being more consistent, finding a balance between freedom and structure, and offering positive attention, we can nurture cooperation instead of defiance. It all starts with small, conscious changes in our daily interactions. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more parenting tips. We'd love to hear your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. See you in the next video.